Hey, good day everyone. Here's another video by You Can Do It. So today I'm working on a 2010 Chrysler Sebring Limited, the 2.4 liter engine. And what's happening is the car sometimes starts, sometimes doesn't, and then it makes this weird clicking, rattling noise. It cranks. Let me just show you exactly what's happening. Maybe you'll even hear the noise. There you go. So the car has about 128,000 miles. See, it turns on, then it loses power, and sometimes when it turns on, the RPM stays at 2, and even if you push the accelerator, it won't go past 2 for about 45-50 seconds. Then it'll function as normal. So I did some research, and a lot of people have had this issue, and the fix appears to be replacing the throttle body. So what I did is, before this wasn't starting at all, I took out, basically what you have is, you have an intake boot right there, and all you got to do is there's one clamp, one screw right there, and one clamp at the bottom, and that's sort of, one end goes on here and the other end goes on there. It's pretty easy. And what I did is, to get the car started, I sprayed some brake cleaner inside the throttle and cleaned out the carbon buildup, so it started. But whenever that clicking, grinding noise comes, I can't hear it from here. It seems to be coming from somewhere by the firewall. Not sure what that is, but what I've traced it back to is the throttle body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these 4 bolts, 1, 2, and they're right behind. This hole's 3 and 4. Just using a 10mm socket wrench, and I'm gonna take that throttle body out. All right guys, I got all 4 bolts loosened. I'm gonna take one out, show you how big they are. This is size 1. I think all 4 of them are probably the same size. Yeah, 2. And then there's a connector right there, the throttle body connector, which we're gonna have to remove. So I'm gonna remove the screws and remove the connector, take out the throttle body. Guys, there's one more bolt before we take out the 4 bolts. The top screw right here on the top right is held on with a bracket, and this bracket is connected with a bolt here, and that's a number 13. So there you go, I got that out, and that's this bracket bolt right there. And here's sort of the bracket that's holding it. And there's the throttle body, so we're just gonna, there's also a gasket there, right there, that orange gasket. We're gonna see how that is, and most likely we're gonna need to replace that as well. All right guys, so I took out the old part, the throttle body, and here's the new one. We ordered this from Amazon. Comes with new gaskets. It's the exact same part, so we're gonna put this back on. All right guys, got the throttle body back in there. 1, 2 bolts. Here's the 3rd one, and here's the 4th one. So I'm gonna put these 4 bolts, and here's the connector. I'm gonna put that connector back afterwards, and then we gotta add this bracket, which is right here. And again, that bracket just connects there with a 13mm bolt. So I'm gonna put those back on. All right guys, we got the throttle body back in there, and we got the boot back in there. So now we're just gonna start the car, and hopefully everything should work fine.